Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com. Good morning from Manila. I had an amazing sleep last night and just woke up and had a quick breakfast. But the plan for the day is that Ying and I have been invited to eat at the Spiral Buffet here at the Sofitel, which is supposed to be one of the ultimate buffets in Manila, in the Philippines, as well as in Asia. And after having breakfast at Sofitel yesterday, I can only imagine how amazing the lunch buffet is going to be. So that's the plan for the day, but for right now, I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to start video editing. Now this is a toy that I'd really love to have at home someday. Oh, that is some excellent espresso. And now I'm gonna start some serious video editing. Could give you a view of this hard rain out here. Before in the morning when I show that view, you can see all the skyline and the ocean over here, and it's almost completely invisible now. It's right at noon. It is buffet time. We're walking down to the Spiral Buffet. I can't wait for this. So they have 21 dining ateliers, which are kind of like different dining stations or food stations. And you can see there's hot Japanese, there's wood fire pizza oven, there is Peking duck, all sorts of amazing sounding things to eat. Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you.
So not only our specialist for Indian food, is as well.
We arrived to the Spiral Buffet, and this is the most unbelievable display of food that I think I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if I've ever seen so much food in one place as this buffet. They literally have everything you can imagine, from sushi to bread to an entire cheese room and an entire chocolate room to the Asian and Filipino section. There's Thai food, there's roast duck and chicken, there's an Indian station. And so we just walked through every station but have not started eating yet, and it's just ridiculous. And not to mention where we are sitting. Ying and I each have an entire like 3-person sofa to ourselves and an entire table, which I think they know that we're gonna accumulate a lot of plates at one time, so we have like a 6-person table all to ourselves. They said this is their signature olive bread at Spiral Buffet, and now I don't want to eat too much of this, but it does. Oh, that is hot and fresh. It's so crisp on the edges. It's so crusty. I have absolutely no idea where to start, so I'm just going to start with the first thing in my path, and that is the Japanese station. Decided to go straight in for some sashimi and some sushi and then some oysters. The oysters are flown in from France, and oh man, all you can eat oysters. Oh, that's ridiculously good. Oh, it's just so smooth and silky soft and just disintegrates on my tongue. Oh, sashimi, and I actually forgot to get my wasabi and soy sauce, but I cannot wait. I'll go back for it later. Just so pure and so fresh. I'm not even sure how to eat caviar correctly, but I think I'll eat it with bread, and I got some kind of green caviar and some kind of black caviar, which I will put onto this little piece of bread. Nice and salty and very seafoody tasting, but I love that, like, those little like bead. It tastes like you're eating little beads.
This one is the crocodile.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Stingray.
with the coconut milk.
Oh, okay. For my second plate, I decided to go Filipino. As normally, of course, this has to be eaten with rice, and I like to eat it with rice. But in order to save space, I just had to forego the rice. That's a sacrifice I'm having to make today. This is a dish, he said, is stingray with coconut milk. Oh wow, that is so soft and tender. It tastes like shredded chicken. And then with that chili, that's wonderful. Oh, that's so good. And the other interesting thing they have here is adobo, but this is not pork or chicken adobo. This is crocodile adobo, which is very attractive. Oh, I've had crocodile before that is very chewy and rubbery. That is incredibly tender crocodile. Very, like a kind of a cross between fish and meat, and that's awesome. Another thing they have in the Filipino food section of the buffet is balut, which is the famous fertilized egg. I can't remember if I should open it from this side or this side, but I know there's soup inside of it, there's juice inside of it, so you want to crack it and try to break off the top. Oh no, I think I got the dry side. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I think I'll go the other side. There's a little bit of soup in there. Oh, that's like chicken juice running down my chicken soup. Oh, that's chicken juice running down my chin. That just tastes like chicken soup though. You can see the embryo there and all those feathers. There we go. I'm gonna dip this guy in vinegar and then dip it in a little bit of salt, and then I think I can one bite the whole thing. It's kind of just like a hard-boiled egg, but with a lot more textures going on. Another thing is that it does kind of have a stronger, like eggy flavor. So if you think about it, the flavor of a hard-boiled egg, and just kind of magnify that flavor times a couple times, you'll have that, and add some more textures to it, like feathers, you have a balut. But yeah, I think it's really not as bad as many people say it is. I enjoyed that, and I think it makes a fantastic protein snack. For my next course, I went to the Indian station, and they have just a full selection of Indian food. I got one piece of naan, and then one of my favorite forms of dal, which is dal makhani, and then got some prawns, some butter chicken, some paneer, and then I threw on a piece of prime rib there just for good measure into the naan. So creamy, and yeah, dal makhani is superb. And then I think this one is butter chicken, if I remember correctly. I am taking a little time out after that plate of Indian food to post a photo of the oyster on Instagram. That should be good. Okay, next course, I think I'm going in for a little bit of European station. And got a bunch of things cooked in butter and cream, which look amazing. And these are mushrooms and mashed potatoes. Oh, I love mushrooms. And those, I think they're just sauteed in butter and thyme. Okay, then I had to get some mussels, which I think are, oh, one slid out. I think these are just cooked in cream and butter as well. 2 mussels in one shell. That is extremely rich, but that does taste good. There might be cheese in there as well. I'm not sure. I really wish I was 22 years old again. I cannot eat as much as I used to. I'm really starting to get full, but I think I'm gonna go to the Japanese hot station and get some Japanese hot dishes. But I might take a 5-minute breather right here on this couch. I got some Japanese sukiyaki in the bowl, and then I got some kimchi, one more oyster for good measure, and some sashimi. Oh, that is nice and salty and just a little bit sweet. And chase that with some kimchi. I love kimchi. We just received word of the final call for the buffet because it closes at 3 p.m. So we managed to eat here for almost 3 hours, and I enjoyed every minute of it. But I am very impressed with the buffet, just an incredible quantity and diversity of things available. And what I like is that a lot of the food, you know, while some buffets the food sits there for a long time and starts to not taste so good, here they really put an emphasis on fresh food. So you'll see them cooking in small portions and then adding it to the serving pans, which is really nice. Eating at the Spiral Buffet was included in our stay at the Sofitel, which was sponsored because we spoke at the event yesterday. But I want to say a big thank you to Spiral Buffet for having us here, and that was delicious. And this is by all means the most impressive and diverse and grandest buffet that I've ever eaten at in my life. I'm gonna end the video for today here because I'm about to go take a nap for the rest of the day, maybe. Oh yeah, another thing. I think it might be worth it to have a room at Sofitel when you eat at this buffet, because if I had to drive somewhere now, like to go home, I don't actually think I could do it. But nice to have a room here. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, and I wanna say a big thank you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I will see you tomorrow for the next video.